Well, we're not done with trading ideas just yet. Vinod Sharma joins in to give us some F&O cues for the day. Vinod, hi, good morning. It's the last day of the week. What are you looking at in terms of individual stocks today?
Yes, good morning, Sonia. We are also beginning a new series, and this time the OI is 36% lower than what we had in the March series, the series in which the Nifty tumbled more than 25%, and still 40% lower than the all-time high. So I have a lot of individual stocks. So I have three PSUs to begin with. One is a capital from the industry. BHEL is the first stock that I have. I'm buying the 27 call at 2.1 rupees, stop loss at 1.7, target of around 3. Bharat Electronics is another PSU that I have. We have seen open interest as well as the stock price going up by around 5% each. I'm buying the 70 call at around 4. I'm keeping a stop loss at 3, target around 6.5. And NMDC is my third PSU because of the buoyancy in the iron ore prices. The stock went up by 5%, no addition in the open interest, but I'm buying the 80 call at 4 rupees, stop loss at 3, target around 7. And two other stocks, one of course all of you have discussed is Idea. I think all that is known, and this is a stock which I had also recommended 2 days back. So I am again recommending this. I'm buying the 6 call at around 0.75 rupees, stop loss at 0.4 rupees, and a target of around 1.5. And Larsen & Toubro is my last pick today. This is, of course, it has given a huge surge yesterday, rising 6%. So considering the lower opening, I'm still wanting to buy, but I'll buy it at a lower price. Yesterday, the 920 call had closed around 31. I'll prefer buying it at around 27 or so. I'll keep a stop loss of 22 and target around 40.
Okay. Thanks a lot for that, Vinod. Have a good trading day and a good weekend as well. I think we have got a minute now for the pre-opening rates to come in. Prakash, we have a whole host of pharma companies whom Shireen spoke with yesterday, but we'll play the bites later. I wanted to ask you what you made of Lupin. Are there any of the companies that you would dip in now, even Sun for that matter?
Yes, interesting space. I mean, it continues to have a lot of positive news flow. Of course, Lupin as a stock, I think, what's happened is the numbers very clearly tell you that ages back, this was the first company that started looking eastwards rather than westwards alone and then change its geography mix. Now they're reversing that. All bets are getting off the tables, particularly in Japan, which means there will be a lot of more focus that they'll be able to provide on the US business. And the US business has contributed, as I could make out from the first look at the numbers. And this is something which has not worked for a lot of businesses like Torrent and all. So people, while the numbers might not look very impressive, I think Lupin will also start getting into the frontline stocks as Cipla and Cadila and Sun have been in recent times as areas of interest. The second thing that's happening is, there's a very small piece of news related to Spark, which is a Sun Pharma, business associate company, which is into research. They've had some milestone payments that have come. It's, of course, a very small quantum. It's just about 150 crores as the beginning of a new drug that Spark is licensing to Sun Pharma to market and sell. But that could start a new era where monetization would start. And a lot of people have been waiting for this. So you could probably see that stock as interest.
Okay. All right. Prakash, we're just coming back to you. The markets have just opened and mild red is all that they are showing at this point in time. Maybe we want to look at Lupin, we want to look at TVS. As far as the stocks themselves are concerned, is Wipro showing any reaction first? This is the first foreign CEO they would have, and he's, of course, fairly well connected, I would assume, with the global financial markets and important people there. Thierry Delaporte, but the stock is okay, mildly in the green. Well, it's Grasim, Cipla, HDFC Bank, UPL, BPCL, which are up. Grasim is pulling up stocks. Is there any event in Grasim, or is it all because of Vodafone? So that Grasim will not be drained now. Okay, we should pull Vodafone then. that must be the big stock to watch out for on whether there is, yes, it's up 10%. Vodafone and Grasim up because then less strain on its resources as a holding company. So the market is reacting in spite of the positive reaction all these days. Well, one stock that's been climbing every day by 5% is Lemon Tree Hotels. We haven't spoken about that. We'll ask our technical experts in a bit. And then, well, Godrej Consumer is doing well. We'll have to wait and see. TVS, maybe we want to look at that stock as well. If TVS is reacting positively to its numbers at all, you could argue both ways, but that will come up for you. Okay, that's 1% down. All right, Wipro, important stock and important development. A new CEO with global connections, formerly COO of Capgemini, has looked at the India operations of Capgemini as well. Urmil Shah of IDBI Capital with us. Urmil, good morning. Do you think this is a positive development for Wipro?
Yeah, hi, good morning, Lata. Yes, I do believe that it's a positive development for Wipro because Terry has, had a more than 2.5 decades of experience at Capgemini and has held various leadership positions. And, the important one has been the CEO of their financial services business unit. Again, financial services is very important for Wipro. And if we look at Wipro's historical CEOs, I believe that this is the first CEO who is coming in from an MNC, and hopefully his vast global experience helps Wipro revive its underperformance to the sector.
I want to point out that the Sensex number is for definitely corny. I mean, for what reason would it be 1,600 points down? Looks like this is some error, isn't it, Anuj?
ITC Maruti